welcome back to the LA Reads podcast. We're your host, Abby.
And Leighton, and we are here with a season 2, episode 3, which is gonna be. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was going woo, but silently.
It was a silent woo, which is gonna be our most anticipated reads of 2025.
We were just saying this as we were making our list 10 minutes prior to this episode, is that
That's true.
I'm actually surprised by how many anticipated reads I have this year, because I feel like last year I didn't have very many.
No, I was feeling the same way because I want to say I have about like 12.
Yeah, I feel like I think I have something. I mean, I'm sure we have a lot of ones that are overlapping.
True.
But I still have quite a bit. I think I found a lot of like newfound loves in 2024. Therefore, my anticipated reads list has exponentially grown.
Wait, I'm actually so interested to see which ones we have in common because I know there are going to be some.
Yeah.
However, I feel like you have a tendency to lean fantasy and I have a tendency to lean romance. So usually there's pretty big gap.
I have a pretty good mix, I'd say.
I feel like you did get way more into romance this last year than before.
Yes. Oh, definitely. And also just because romance takes like no brain cells.
Love.
So it's like for every like one fantasy book I read, I feel like I read like 5 romance books. I'm like, you gotta have a good balance.
Literally me right now trying to read Brandon Sanderson and being like, I need to take a break and read an Allie Hazelwood book in between.
Exactly. Well, before we do that, do you want to open up book mail first? And then we can do what we've read on the next episode?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh my gosh.
We have book mail!
Which is, I feel like we've only received book mail one other time. So it's getting bigger and better over here.
We're moving up in the world. We have no idea we think we know what one of them is, but we don't know what this one is. So do you want to open that one first?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm going to set my mic down to do that. Wait, maybe I can do some ASMR.
No.
Never mind.
One moment. Also, this is really not going to be exciting for the podcast, but we will tell you what it is once we open it. Leighton isn't quite sure what this thing is. It's like one of those like stupid like cardboard boxes that like Barnes & Noble sends books in. What is it?
Oh, it is The Gate to Kagoshima by Poppy Kuroki. Wow.
Oh, they just sent us one.
Oh, it got a nice sprayed edge on it though.
Ooh, it has purple sprayed edges, but on the side it has the little like Japanese like little
cherry
flower
blossoms.
like blossoms. Yeah. Oh wait, cute.
Wait, do you want me to read part of the back?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I actually don't know much about what this is about, so we're going to find out together. But it says, while in Japan researching her family's history, a vicious typhoon sends Isla Mackenzie 128 years back in time to the dawn of the Satsuma Rebellion. Sorry for my mispronunciation. Reading? I almost said reading's not my thing. Reading is my thing, but apparently not reading well.
Pronouncing is not our thing.
There she meets her ancestors and a charismatic samurai, Kai, with whom she unexpectedly finds romance. But unlike her beloved, Isla knows about the looming samurai rebellion and Kai's fate. Oh. Should she attempt to change history or somehow make her way back to the life that she had before? Compulsively readable, historically grounded, and irresistibly immersive. Gate to Kagoshima is an unforgettable tale of duty and timeless love.
It's kind of giving same vibes as like Puppy War.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, except I've never actually read the Puppy War.
Puppy War is intense, all right? Wow, I am successfully opening this other package
with one hand. Wait, also
and my legs.
This book doesn't seem very long. It seems like 300 pages, maybe. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
I do love a quick read.
We do love quick. This box has 4 books in it.
4 books in it?
Yes.
Golly.
Okay, yeah. We got Summer in the City by Alex Astor. We got the arc for it. I'm actually really excited because one of my biggest things about her Lightlark book is I'm like, I can just, it's like almost like when you read Lightlark, wow. When you read Lightlark, I feel like you can just feel it that she would just rather be writing romance and that's the part that she enjoys writing. So I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm very excited too because I've said this quite a few times, I actually really enjoy Alex Astor's writing style. The thing for me with Lightlark that I didn't love was the world building.
Yeah.
So I think transferring to romance where the oh my gosh, are we both having strokes? The world building is much easier in that sense because it's real world. I think that will be really good for her.
Yeah.
And I'll just read the tiny blurb.
Yeah,
it just says, from lovers to enemies to lovers again. One summer, one wall apart. Summers always end, and so will this agreement. It's all pretend, promise.
Wait, that sounds kind of good.
Wait, I'm living the dream with the amount of book mail we're getting right now.
This is so thrilling. Okay, and then the last one we got is Killer Potential, which Leighton made me get. Because, not made me, but it's a thriller, and I've never read a thriller before. It kind of scares me.
It's because I want to be in my mystery thriller era, because I'm also not a big mystery thriller person. However, when they sent the blurb for it, I thought, oh, wait, that actually sounds pretty cool.
Also, the
and
cover is so cute.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's kind of looks like a Polaroid.
It does. Polaroid old magazine-esque. Destined for greatness, wanted for murder. Dun dun dun.
It's called Killer Potential by Hannah Deach.
Maybe.
I think.
Darkly funny and provocative. This edge-of-your-seat thrill ride follows two unlikely fugitives, an SAT tutor who finds her rich employers brutally murdered, and the bound woman she frees from their mansion. An irresistible debut novel perfect for fans of The Guest and My Sister, the Serial Killer. Interesting. Is it like a thriller but like slash romance slash like rom-com-ish?
I kind of hope it does lean a little like rom-com-y, like similar to like Butcher and Blackbird-esque. Yeah. But I have no idea. But we will have to report back.
Yes.
On all of
really
them.
Excited. Yay!
Look at all of that!
It feels like a lot because they send us each a copy, so it feels like we have a lot of book mail. But I mean, 3 books. Kind of killing it.
Yeah.
Nice work on our part.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing so much.
Winning!
Woo! Okay, we'll jump back. Well, we will jump into this week's episode. Like I said, we're going to be going over all of our anticipated reads. Do you want to go first?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I am going to start with an honorable mention, and that is Onyx Storm, because it comes out January 21st, and by the time this episode comes out, we will have already read it.
Yeah, probably.
So
definitely.
I'm not going to use that as my first. It feels like a cop-out. But I didn't really have them ranked, per se, because I just have them done by release date.
Mm-hmm.
So the closest release date is February 4th, and it is Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. Which I used to be a certified Allie Hazelwood hater, because I'm like, she is too niche, too pop culture heavy. Like, it's an out-of-body experience when I'm reading about TikTok in my book, you know?
You're like, I choose to escape reality, and this is what you're giving me? Reality? Absolutely not.
Yeah, literally. And I just did a reread of Check and Mate, which is her chess romance book, and dare I say, 5 stars. It was so good. It was the 3rd time I think I've read it.
That's so funny.
I feel like her writing style is just something you have to get used to, because it was very jarring at first, but now that I am expecting it, it's really good. And also, I love how niche she is, like chess romance. This is a diver swimmer romance, college romance.
Sure.
Which I've never read a diver swimmer college romance.
Nope.
So
swimsuits, water. I mean, sounds promising.
Yeah, I feel like diving is kind of
muscular.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm ready.
I'm dead. Okay, my first one, I did not put these in order, so now I gotta scan through. Okay, my first anticipated read, other than Onyx Storm, because I had that first. That's the most. That's the one that's coming out the soonest. The second one is Rebel Witch, which is the second book in the Heartless Hunter series.
Oh,
I really liked Heartless Hunter. It's not even like, oh my gosh, I am like over the top, over the moon about it, but it was a really good book, and it was one of the very few, I feel like, good fantasy books I read last year, so I'm intrigued. I'm excited.
Do you know what's something really niche that I heard?
Huh.
The reason why I bought Heartless Hunter, actually, is because somebody said if you are reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts and you really like Powerless, but you read Reckless and you didn't love it.
Yeah.
you're a heartless hunter person. And I said,
Yeah.
what a weird way to put that, but
That is
that's
odd,
me.
but that's great. I really liked Rebel Witch. I liked Heartless Hunter. So and I didn't say Rebel Witch comes out February 18th. We have a long day ahead of us of filming. I need to figure out how to speak.
Yeah, we are filming another episode out or after
Woo!
this. So if we keep stuttering, apologies.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I haven't seen anybody in a really long time besides my husband, so maybe I'm just not used to all the
Same.
talking.
I'm dead. Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, my next one comes out February 25th. It is The Charlie Method
Woo!
by L. Kennedy. You
Can
had
I-
that
yeah,
too?
that's my next one. Okay, listen though, I'm kind of scared
Oh, I'm scared.
because we got a thruple.
Well, yes, but also I think it's just gonna be Will and Charlie's story. Charlie's the girl,
Yeah.
and I think Beckett's gonna be like the love triangle that's not chosen.
Yeah, but I'm nervous. Listen. There was a couple scenes in the Dixon Rule that I was like, okay, maybe that was a little too much for me and my spice taste. And now we're going in with having a threesome, and I'm like, I'm scared. I'm scared for the threesome scenes.
Wait, I feel like there's not gonna be many though.
But like the fact that they exist.
Yeah, because in the synopsis it says like Charlie is living two separate lives. One that's with, I'm assuming, is like centered around Beckett, and one that's centered around Will. So I don't know if there's going to be much merging of the two, but I do know that was a plot line in the Dixon Rule.
And it will happen. Well, that was like the whole thing is like Will's character is like, he's like, I can't not do it now. It doesn't like, he's like, I'm not turned on enough if it's not a threesome. And I'm like, oh.
Yikers. I hope my parents aren't listening to this episode.
I forgot.
It's okay. It's okay. We're hopeful that that's not gonna happen.
I'm very excited for it though because I loved the other ones. I wish there was more in that. This is the last one in the Campus Diaries, right?
Wait, I just kind of assumed that Beckett would get a book after this because I was assuming that it was gonna be a Charlie and
I
Will
guess
story.
so.
But I actually have no idea.
Where did I come up with that? Why did I think that the Campus Diaries series was only going to be 3 books?
I feel like I've heard that before too. So.
But I think that she's coming out with another series that'll be about more people in the same world, like Logan's daughter that is mentioned briefly. She's like baby freshman.
Yes.
I hope I'm not
Yeah, if we're lying to you, once again, apologies.
Apologies. You might want to Google
There's
that.
no one here to blame. I mean, except for us, but let's not do that.
Okay. My next one, which I'm sure you have as well, is March 4th, Wild Side by Elsie Silver comes out, and I'm so excited. This is the 3rd book in the Rose Hill series, which we have a ruckus.
Yeah, sorry. We also filmed this podcast in a basement apartment, and my parents live upstairs, and my sister's baby, so I guess my niece, is over, and she is doing laps. She's
laps.
running right now.
I'm dead. Anyways, Wild Side is the 3rd book in the Rose Hill series. This is the Wild Love was the first one. Wild Eyes is the second one. We both loved Wild Eyes. Wild Side is, I don't even remember who it's about. It's about, what are their names?
I want to say, like, Tabitha or Tabby or Tabs, whatever the girl is.
Yes.
And Reese.
Yes. And he's like grumpy, morally gray guy vibes. And we don't really know that much. They just have been hinting at it for so long.
We do know, I think it is going to be a marriage of convenience book because reading the synopsis, it sounds like Tabitha is what I'm going to go with. Her name is, cannot confirm.
Keep talking.
But her sister passes away and her nephew is now with Reese. And she's going to marry Reese in order to have some sort of custody situation.
It says, I'd always dreamed of my wedding day, but not like this, not looking into the eyes of a man who betrayed me. But when my nephew's guardianship is contested, I decide I'll do whatever it takes to keep him in Rose Hill, even if it means marrying the enemy. And then it's Reese. Why does it not say her name in this description?
I know. I realized that too.
I think it is Tabitha because they call her Tabby Cat.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice.
Or I'm mixing that up with a different book. My facts are feeling way off today.
Yeah,
but...
there's too many anticipated reads. But I am intrigued where it said, before he betrayed me.
I know.
Do we think that maybe they were together?
Yeah,
and
is
then
this like a second chance romance thing too?
And maybe he ended up marrying the sister.
Maybe.
But she thought they had a thing. I feel like I would actually like that.
I feel like I'm gonna like this a lot. I mean, we all know I have a weakness for kids and books, so already I can't. I mean, I know I'll like it, but the marriage of convenience as well.
And it doesn't say the age of the nephew, right? Did we learn that at the end of Wild Eyes?
No, I don't think so.
I hope he's like, my favorite is like tween age. I like it when they're old enough to understand kind of what's going on instead of just being so young.
I bet it would be like, I bet it's gonna be like a 5 or 6 year old.
I think so too. That's what I think.
Old enough that they would understand, but like not old, like not too old that they're like
super opinionated.
Because we already had. I mean, I guess they all have kids in the Rose Hill series, but the first one, the daughter is, his daughter is like 13 years old. She's like older.
I have no recollection of him having a daughter, but honestly, I purged that book
from
my
like
brain.
The game plan style, like she showed up at his house and is like, surprise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyways, that is my next anticipated read, which I'm really, really excited about. It's giving a lot of tropes that I feel like I will very much enjoy.
Yes, and now I'm feeling like I have more faith after Wild Eyes was so good. Okay, my next one, honestly, I kind of don't know how it made this list, but I think Abby might have it too. It comes out March 25th. It is King of Envy by Anna Huang. And the reason I say I don't know about this one is because the entire, what do we call this?
The King of Sin series?
Kings of Sin series is so hit or miss for me. Like, I'm a diehard Twisted girly. 100%. I read all of If Love.
Yeah.
Right? And I actually liked that.
Not too bad.
Yes. But something about this Kings of Sin series, like,
really?
King of Wrath was so good for me. And then King of Pride was okay. King of Greed was not it for me.
No, King of Greed's not it.
And then King of Sloth I thought was good.
Yeah, I really liked King of Sloth. I love her books. Okay, I did have this on my list. I just was confused because for some reason I have the wrong date typed into it.
Wait, what did you have?
I had it April 29th, but I think that was just... I was looking at it from Amazon, not Google. It's expected on March 25th. So you had it right.
Okay.
King of Envy, I'm very, very excited about. I really loved King of Sloth. I think what's hard about her books is sometimes I feel like when you read them in a row, they start to feel really repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all kind of just the same, like, morally gray, rich guys. Which I think is why I really liked King of Sloth, because I felt like his character was a little bit different. Yeah. So, but this one is going to be, and she's commented about this multiple times, is that he is definitely the most morally gray.
Yes.
So,
because it's Vuk. V-U-K.
Yeah.
However you pronounce
whatever you want to say.
Him. And it does sound like it is he has an obsession with a girl who gets engaged to his best friend.
Yeah.
Scenario. But that's all I know about it.
Yeah, I don't know much. But he sounds kind of scary, but I'm excited. I think I'm intrigued by the King of Sin series because if you've been reading them, you know that there's like some sort of like underlying like plot that's going on with like spies, and like you got it a little bit with like the art stealing stuff in whatever in like Twisted Lies, and that's kind of going into like the King of Sin series. And so there's an underlying plot that's been like being hinted at. And so I think I'm more excited just to like get a better understanding of whatever that is and like see if that is going to unfold anymore. I feel like I'm more excited about that aspect of it than I am even just like the romance.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't really remember who Vuk is at all. Like, I vaguely remember his presence, but he didn't leave a lasting impression on me.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is I'm either really going to love it or I'm really going to hate it. Usually there's no in between.
Yeah.
So.
No, definitely. Okay, I'm scared that I've botched some of these dates. So if
one
of these are long, or if these are wrong, I'm so sorry. But my next one is April 8th for Fearless.
Yes, I do have that.
Okay, Fearless by Lauren Roberts. That is the third book in the Powerless series. Mm-hmm. I'm ready. I'm ready for a comeback from Reckless. We need a redemption. I am honestly really excited to see where it's going. I just am scared out of my mind about it, but like excited. Like, will I buy it the day it comes out? Absolutely, I will.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna read it the day it comes out as well.
Yeah.
I am interested to see where it goes because we did predictions for
Yeah.
Reckless last time, and we were spot on. Reckless spoilers. We totally called the engagement.
Yeah.
And we totally called Kai and Peyton leaving and going on a trek, and then
Yeah.
all of
We
that.
called a lot of what it was gonna happen, so I'm intrigued to see if I'm gonna be surprised by anything or not. Probably,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also am hoping, is she confirmed that this is the last book in the series?
I think so. Because she had mentioned she already has an idea for a duology she wants to work
Yeah.
on. So I think it's going to be done after Fearless, which
I hope
hopefully
so.
she doesn't extend.
I really hope it's just done because I think you should just be done, tied up with a little pretty bow, and move on.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of drama that we'll probably talk about in our writing episode after this,
Yeah.
but I think she just needs to be done.
No, I 100% agree. And the thing that I feel like I'm the most interested about is to figure out who the actual villain is
Yeah.
and what she's going to do with Kit.
Yeah, what is the deeper conflict? And like what is the story arc for Kit? Like where is he going?
Yeah, because she kind of made it seem like he's not evil, but then he also got engaged to Peyton when he knows Kai is interested.
Yeah.
And so there's some really sus stuff.
There is some sus things, but regardless, I'm excited about it. I think about it frequently, so
Yes.
I will be reading it the day it comes out.
Okay. And then my next one, the reason I was so confused is because it's before Fearless,
Oh.
is Say You'll Remember Me by Abi Jimenez, which is April 1st.
Nice.
This is one of the books where I actually don't know much about it. However, Abi Jimenez has become an auto-buy author for me.
Mm-hmm.
So all I know is it's about a boy named Xavier and a girl named Sam, and it sounds like they go on a date that just is phenomenal. And Xavier's like, yes, let's go on more dates. And Sam says, absolutely not. My family is in peril. You are not my priority. And it's him winning her back / navigating how they're going to do this relationship.
Cute.
So I have faith in Abi Jimenez. Sometimes her book synopses, whatever you want to call them, seem a little like mundane or not like anything super exciting is going to happen.
Yeah.
But she does a really good job writing real life scenarios and adding that emotional turmoil to it.
Yeah, I've been reading Just for the Summer.
Oh,
that's what I'm reading right now. And I would say that it's like she's basically just taking the most mundane of characters that really are doing not much. Like they're just normal people, but then making a really good romance out of it and making them have some sort of deep dark past of some sort that makes them have emotional turmoil. And I'm like, yes, love it, absolutely.
Yeah, I really do like how she writes real people, which I think is the best way to describe it. Because even something like the Twisted series, it's like Alex Volkov, multi-billionaire.
Yeah,
and
they're
he's
all
20.
they're all like these people who are like famous, or they're they're billionaires and they have all this money in high society and like all this stuff, and you're like, this is so unrealistic. I mean, eat it up. But it is kind of refreshing sometimes reading a romance book where you're like, normal people.
Yeah, can kind of relate to it a little bit more.
Yes.
But
okay, my next one, hold on, I gotta look through. My next one, which I'm pretty sure I have this right, comes out April 15th, and it is Watch Me by Tahara Mafi. It is have you not seen this? I feel like we've talked about this.
Is this the Shatter Me offshoot series thing?
Yeah, so she's making a series about James, who was their little brother. Yes, the little brother. His name's James, right?
Honestly, cannot confirm or deny.
Wait, why am I panicking for a second? Hold on.
Warner's brother?
Yeah, well, I don't want to say that because that might be spoiling. Yeah, James. It's when he's older, so he's like a teenager, and it's his story. And I learned recently, because I was looking at her Instagram, and she posted an Instagram where she basically in the comments was like, yeah, this is kind of like my layout. And she's actually she's writing 3 books about James and like the Watch Me series. But the first one comes out in April. And I also, while I'm on this, I'm also mentioning honorable mention is that she also is supposed to be coming out with the 4th book in the This Woven Kingdom series, which is also one of my most anticipated reads. There's just no release date yet. But she did post on her Instagram that it is being released this year, so I'm just assuming it's going to be released sometime in the fall-ish time.
Yeah.
But both of those, I mean, Tahara Mafi for me is an automatic buy author anyways. But to be brought back to the Shatter Me series, I'm intrigued, to say the very least.
Honestly, every once in a while, I'll just reread the first 3 books in the Shatter Me series and be like, wow. The first book's
Yeah.
but the next 2 after is slap
Yeah,
so
no,
hard.
I read Unravel Me and Ignite Me at least once a year because I'm like, I just need that little, and they're so easy to read. And so they're just, I finished them in a day and I'm like, oh, that was lovely.
Exactly.
Yes, so I'm excited for that one.
Okay, my next most anticipated read comes out April 22nd. Also, might I add, April is my birthday month, and all my favorite books are coming out.
Yeah, wow, I'm realizing how many I have in April. Holy.
April 22nd, 2 days after my birthday, is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And
cute.
similar to Abby Jimenez, don't know much, but Emily Henry, especially after reading her books this year, has become an auto-buy author for me. But I also love how Emily Henry always, I feel like, incorporates a way to include being an author or writing into her books. Like Book Lovers is about a literary agent and a editor or something like that. Beach Read is 2 authors. Like she loves writing, obviously, because she's writing books for a living, but she loves it so much she somehow figures out a way to implement it into all of her books. So this one is about 2 authors who are competing to write a biography of like a famous heiress that is not gone out into the public for a long time. And she invites both of them to an island where they do like a 1-month trial with both of them there to see who she wants to write her biography.
What a dream. Get flown onto an island to write a book.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a dream.
So, I'm loving it because, as I mentioned, similar to Abby Jimenez, Emily Henry does a really good job writing more real life scenarios, real people. And this one, with the island thing, it's kind of giving, like, Glass Onion.
No, that was what I was literally picturing in my head. I'm like, an heiress that lives on an island. I'm like, Glass Onion vibes.
So I'm hoping it's a little more just extra.
Yes.
I would love to see that from Emily Henry, just for her to be like, let me just like go off my rocker just a little bit.
Not much, but enough that you're satisfied.
Yes. So that's what I'm theorizing. I'm trying to manifest, but whatever she writes, I'm sure it will be phenomenal.
Are all of her books like interconnected, or are they all standalones?
All standalones.
Okay. That's intriguing. I need to read them. Not Kennedy. Wow, why did I almost call you Kennedy? Why did I want to call you Kennedy?
I would have replied.
Leighton bought me Book Lovers, and she gave it to me. I'm very excited to start reading.
Yes, and we'll have to hold Abby accountable maybe in like the next month and be like,
you should. Definitely should do that. Okay, let me see. What am I missing? In May now. Okay. My next one is, it comes out, actually, I have 2 books that come out May 20th. I just realized, unless I screwed up the dates. But one of them is Wandering Wild by Lynette Noni. So she wrote The Prison Healers and The Midorian Chronicles, which is one of my favorite, like 2 of my favorite book series of all time. And she is writing a YA romance book. Called Wandering Wild, and it comes out in May, and I am so excited. Mostly just because I love her style of writing, but I'm also intrigued to see what her romance writing is like, especially for YA, because I feel like there's not a lot of like YA romance books. And so I'm intrigued to see what it's like. It's basically about these 2 kids that like are at like I think it's like a wilderness camp of some sort. I don't know. And they hate each other, and they are like enemies, and then they get stranded in the middle of nowhere with each other, and they have to try and figure out how to survive in the wilderness with just them. So that's at least the like overview synopsis. So I'm so excited. Also, the cover's really pretty. So
wait, I love, honestly, one of my favorite tropes is rivals to reluctant partners in crime.
Yes.
To lovers.
Yes.
Beautiful arc.
Yes. And I also have been really jealous because there's been a couple people on book talk and stuff that have gotten the arc for it. I don't want to say I'm a jealous person, but I was a little green in those moments. Every
Yeah.
single time I see that book pop up, I'm like, you guys don't even understand how badly I want that book.
Yeah, you're like, I am a certified Lynette Noni stan.
Yeah, I am president of the Lynette Noni fan club, in fact.
You really
I
are.
freaking love her books so much. So yeah.
Okay. I only have 3 left, and one of them is a maybe. So
Okay.
the next one, though, however, probably one of my more anticipated
Mhm.
out of everything is Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford, which comes out
Woo!
April 24th, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know why I have that. Why? Mine's, for some reason, I thought it came out May 20th. Just kidding.
Honestly, I love this for us that we have to confirm. I was making this list really fast, so I could be wrong, but I do have
Oh, I'm sure. April 24th.
April 24th.
Yeah,
And we
that
know
was right.
this is going to be a hockey romance. Obviously, in the Windy City series, it goes hockey romance, basketball romance, 2 baseball romances, and now we've circled back to hockey again, which is crazy. But no complaints here. I love a good hockey romance, as well as this will be the 5th and final book in the
Yeah.
Windy City series.
I'm not ready.
And this is Rio's story, who we've all been asking for
Excited.
Rio's story since book 1,
Yeah.
obviously. But I did look up, and it said his love interest is gonna be Hallie.
Who we haven't
Have no
met,
idea
right?
who that is. I've read the Windy City series at least 3 times through, and the right move specifically like 12 times. Who the heck is
man.
Hallie?
I don't know. I don't think we've met her.
Yeah, no
I think
recollection.
it's a new character completely.
And I am excited to see, well, I'm hopeful to get a romance between Monty and whoever the athletic director
Oh,
girl's
yeah,
name
yeah.
is. I forgot.
What did it? But she did.
Reese.
Liz said at the book signing that we went to that she was like, I know you all want it. It's probably not like she said that she was like, no,
Yeah, she did say something really ambiguous as like,
there
I
wouldn't be a
know
book.
what the fans want, and I'm gonna do my best to deliver, but and then
yeah.
like cliffhanger.
So I'm wondering if it's just gonna be like in the background almost, but like it's not gonna
Yes.
get a whole book. But
I'm
hoping.
hopeful for a novella,
that would be
Y-
awesome.
but I do think Abby's right. I don't think we're gonna get a novella. I think it's just gonna be in the background
Yeah.
of the book.
Regardless, I'm excited to meet Hallie, I guess, because I don't remember her at all.
I feel like I'm a big enough Windy City fan.
Yeah,
I should know
you
who
should
it is.
know. I mean, I'm sure she probably has some sort of connection to one of the characters in the book. Like, you know
Yeah.
how, oh my gosh, why am I spacing her name? Ends up being Monty's daughter. Like, you know, like,
Oh,
there's,
Miller.
like, there's gonna be a connection, I'm sure. We just don't know what it is.
Yes. So
Also, I had to fact check myself because I was scared. Wandering Wild actually comes out April 29th, but in Australia and New Zealand, because I forget she's an Australian author, it comes out May 20th in the US. That's why I was confused. So I was right. It comes out May 20th. That Wandering Wild does. But you were also right with Rewind It Back. It comes out April. What did you say?
24th.
Yeah, that one. I don't know why.
4 days after my birthday.
Amazon was really screwing me up there for a second. Okay, my next one is Accomplice to the Villain, which comes out August 8th, I think. It is the 3rd book in the Assistant to the Villain. It's just such cozy vibes.
It really is.
It is, and I really deeply care about the like plot of it. No, not really, but I do want to see the time because there's been so much tension between the 2 main characters that I'm like, I need them to just finally end up together. So they better freaking end up together in this next book. But I also thought that this was going to be the last book in the series, and I learned that it's actually not. There's one more after this. There's going to be 4. And I'm like, why? But regardless, I hope that at least something occurs. So
Yeah, I did actually go upstairs to talk to my mom the other day, and she was listening to Apprentice to the Villain. No. Whatever the second one is.
Yeah, Apprentice to the Villain. You were right.
Oh, yeah, because the first one's Assistant. They
Yeah.
all sound too similar. They all
They
blend.
they do kind of blend all together, but I am very excited for it. So I just love the characters, and it's just kind of a quirky, fun, comfy read. So
Yeah, I read the first one, but I haven't made it to the second one. But I did really like it.
yeah, it's
So.
cute.
Okay, second to last for me is Love Arranged by Lauren Asher, which comes out May 13th. This is the third book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. The first book was Love Redesigned, and then the second book was Love Unwritten, and now we're going to have Love Arranged. I will say, I loved Love Redesigned.
I was thinking about
picking
one. These up recently.
Oh, the first one? Phenomenal. It's like an interior design ex-childhood friends to now estranged scenario.
Yeah.
And then the second one I thought was good. It was a single dad, she's an aspiring singer situation.
Okay.
But only okay comparatively. So now I'm kind of hit or miss. But they're really large.
They are very big. That's why I've been avoiding them.
Yeah, they're like 500 pages or something like that. But this next one is about Lorenzo and Liliana. And to be honest, no idea who either of those people are. I'm sure Lorenzo was mentioned. I think he may be Julian's friend. Julian is the main guy in the Love Redesigned. But cannot confirm nor deny. And then I do know it is a like fake dating / fake engagement situation, but I don't think the synopsis has been released for it. Just like Minor Tropes.
Wait, when did you say it comes out?
May 13th.
Interesting.
Or maybe I am inadequate with the internet and I just couldn't find it.
Maybe we're just dumb.
Yeah. So if you know more so what it's about, let us know. But I am excited to see whether it's going to be a love or an eh.
You're like, it's one of those like authors, I feel like, that it's a gamble every time. You're like, either I'm going to love this or I'm not going to like it, and you just never know what you're going to get.
Seriously, because she wrote the
Dreamland Billionaire series.
Yes. I was going to say the Kane Brothers series. Like, I can't remember. Right. And I loved the second one, Terms and Conditions. And then she wrote the Dirty Air series, which is the Formula One.
Yeah.
And I loved Redeemed, the fourth book in the series.
Okay.
So she's written, and then obviously Love Redesigned. So she's had like 3 books that I've loved, and then a lot of books that are like, eh.
Yeah.
So.
It'll all depend. Okay, that was technically my last, release, but I'm putting this into the universe because I want it to happen so badly, I just want Sarah J. Maas to come out with a book this year so bad.
Oh.
And so I'm putting it
at 6?
Yes. I want ACOTAR 6 to happen this fall. There is absolutely zero confirmation about any of it at all whatsoever, and I'm feeling less hopeful because they came out with those stupid 10-year anniversary books or whatever. Did you see those? Everyone freaking out about them.
The black books with the black sprayed edges?
Yeah.
Oh, horrific.
I know. Anyway, it's more of a story though. I'm saying it because I just am putting it out in the universe that it will happen because I want it to happen so bad.
Okay.
It's been over a year since we've gotten a book from her, and I need one ASAP.
I know. Yeah.
So, that's
Agreed.
my hope. Anyways.
My very last one, which I think will technically be on Abby's list. She'll add it to her list.
Oh, what I forget.
I actually have not read this series. But Anna Huang is releasing The Defender, the second book in the Striker, or the Gods of the Game series.
Yeah, whatever she's calling it.
October 28th. And I actually tried to read The Striker, but it was like right in the heart of my reading slump, and I ended up abandoning it for something else. And I really do think it will be a book that I will like, just in the right time.
Yes.
So I think I'll like The Defender.
I completely forgot about The Defender because she has it going on at the same time as the King of Sin series, so I just completely forgot because it comes out so far away.
And I know nothing about it because obviously I haven't read the first book.
Yeah.
Or finished the first book, but I think it will be about the main girl's brother, right?
Yes.
Because
I think about it for a second.
I'm like, she's a ballerina. The other guy's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Is her love interest in the Striker Asher, or is her brother Asher? I cannot recall.
I can't remember.
I know. I'm making Abby think of all of this on the spot, and I probably should have just done my research and looked up who it was, but I definitely didn't do that.
Oh yeah, Asher. Yeah, okay. Yes, you were right. I forgot. I was trying to remember. I honestly just momentarily forgot what the book was even about, so that's why I was struggling. I'm assuming that the Defender is about her brother because her brother is in the
Is her
first
brother
book.
Asher, or is her love interest in the
think-
first one Asher?
No.
No,
Her
I
first, her love interest in the first one is Asher.
Asher Donovan.
Yeah, is it the first book?
Where did I pull that name
I'm
from?
so proud of you because that was hard.
Yeah, don't ask me her name. I don't know it.
I'm dead.
No recollection.
But yeah, okay, yeah, you were right. It's about her brother.
Yes. So
Who's
tentative.
also on the soccer team with him. So that's why.
Yes. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I forgot they. It's all coming back to me. The first 20% of the book is coming back.
Yeah, it's
to
all
me.
coming back.
But yes, that is a definite tentative, anticipated read.
I'm
So.
dead. I had one last note I wrote here. My last anticipated read of 2025 is Leighton's book that she will finish and let me read.
I write at snail speed, and I
Listen,
change my mind too often.
We're at the beginning of the year. We have 11 months. It'll happen. I'm putting it out in the universe.
We'll see. Abby's just so good at writing. She literally will write like a whole book in less than a month, and I can write like
I
3
can't do
chapters.
it anymore. I've tried.
But
We'll
if you
talk about
do
it.
want to know more about our writing, our next episode after this is going to be a writing update.
Yes.
So,
Anyways, okay, that was all of our anticipated reads. I also just rubbed my eye and now my contact is messed
doing
up.
flips.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you guys follow us on all of our social media at Ellie Reads Podcast. We're unsure about TikTok at this point. TikTok will have been decided if it's being deleted or not. But for now, follow us on everything else. And we will see you all next week. Bye.